Hey YouTube, what's up? Gino Bonino here. Just got in from the Oak City Comic Con in Raleigh, North Carolina. Actually, a pretty big deal. Some takeaways from the con. Number one, the people that are in this hobby impressed the hell out of me. People were so nice, so friendly. No, you know, basically nobody running over you to get to something or anything like that. Everybody was very nice. Again, of quite a big con. I was surprised. It was probably just as big as some of them I've been to in large cities like Chicago and stuff like that. It was really nice. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, it was Saturday, Sunday, just a 2 day, and got to see a lot of stuff and go to some panels and whatnot. A lot of creators there. But first, I'm going to just show you what I picked up. I picked up, sorry about that. This is Teen Titans number 15. The main thing that attracted me to this book was the cover, Joker cover, very iconic. Like this book a lot, very cool. And one thing I should say, the prices, and this is for maybe those of you that are rookie eBay folks or rookie con people. First thing I would say is this: any books that you have your eye on, I would go to the other sites, eBay example, or whatnot, and look at the prices. So make sure you know what you're dealing with, because you don't want to go to a con and pay more than you would have to. It's silly. I mean, you want to stretch your dollar as much as possible. So my recommendation, and what I did at least, is I went through and all the books that I kind of wanted to get, or issue fills or something like that, I wrote down what the cost would be, and of course you have to include shipping and all that kind of stuff. That being said, the prices that you see on the books aren't the price paid. Another little tidbit for information for people that go to cons is don't necessarily pay what the sticker says. Typically, dealers negotiate all the time. It's part of the deal. They don't mind doing it as long as you're friendly and nice about it. And they may say no. And if that's the case, just either buy the book or say thank you and move on. Typically, you'll find the book other places. Probably there is at least 50 or 60, maybe 75 vendors there selling comic books. So again, and also a lot of times stuff is overpriced with the idea that you will be negotiating, so do keep that in mind. Again, typically don't pay the sticker price on a book. So the prices you see, that's not what I paid, just to let you know. Anyway, the main reason I got this is I do have a copy of this, the real one, but it's a pretty old issue and fairly delicate. One of my probably two high quality Grail books, and I just don't want to, when I want to read it, I'd rather read this. This is sort of my version of a digital comic with it still being able to handle it. So I bought this just for, again, this is not a great big deal. This one I've been looking for a while on eBay. Can't touch it for less than, $40 or $50. It's a very nice copy of it. And again, I feel this is a really good price. So this is Iron Man 128. Better known as the Demon in the Bottle issue. Basically, Tony Stark's dealing with his partying ways, alcoholism and stuff like that, which was a pretty big issue. This goes back to, I think, the 70s, if memory serves me right. So again, this was a pretty big issue, to be dealt with back then. And it's a cover that's pretty iconic. It's been ripped off, not ripped off, but it's been used by other artists, most notably Deadpool and stuff like that. So again, I was very happy to find this. 265 Spider-Man, which is First Silver Sable. Again, in pretty good shape. Little off center on the left-hand side. You can see it's not quite, the cover's a little off, but other than that, it's a really, really sharp book. Thanos 13, the variant card issue, trading card. Again, this book was super hot. This book was going for about $50. Not this particular one, but the A cover, $50. So if you have number 13, it's currently a real hot book, just so you know. Amazing Spider-Man $5.29, and this too is a hot book right now, at least at the con, mainly because of the preview that just came out for Avengers. Uh, uh, the Avengers preview that just came on, that featured this, prominently. So again, there's a lot of people that are getting this issue. Again, for whatever reason, it's probably going to cool off later, but this book was going for anywhere from about $30 to $50, believe it or not. So I was, again, I was happy to find it for much less than that. And again, I could have probably waited till after the movie. I'm sure this book is one of those that will cool down. So this is one of those that if you do want to flip, would be a good time to do it now. Well, the fire is hot. But anyway, it was a nice, clean issue. Uncanny X-Men 229, First Reavers, and a variant of Amazing Spider-Man 700. Then, as far as a little bit more cool books, this is there was a company there that commissions covers by the name of Frankie's Comics. You've probably seen them if you've ever ordered anything from Unknown Comics. You've probably seen their stuff that gets offered for variants for issues. This was Venom #2, and this is a Delato cover. Apparently there's only 1,000 of these. Now again, I've heard some people say that's not an absolute set in stone fact, but that's what they said. So 1 in 1,000 Delato cover, and Dark Knight's Metal #2 with an excellent cover by Greg Capullo. Again, can't go wrong with this. And then one of the creators that was at the con was Adam Hughes, and I had him sign this one. This is Vampirella #7 with what I would call the bodybuilder cover. Again, sort of a bodybuilder pose. His signature's right there. What I do when I go to a con, because they typically don't do letters of authentication or whatever, what I'll typically do is bring my phone and take a videotape or a snapshot of them signing the book, so you do have some proof if you ever do turn around and want to sell it, or if people want some proof that the signature is authentic. Of course, I doubt if CGC or the other grading companies would accept that as gospel. They were there and they were verifying, but not at the exact time that I was getting these signatures. So once again, I do usually get a snapshot or take a video or something like that, so I have proof of signing. But anyway, he was there, he did this, and speaking once again of Frankie's Comics, they were selling this. This was an Adam Hughes cover variant of issue #11, and he signed that as well. So since the creator was at the con, I felt it was a cool idea to get his cover and have him sign it right at the same time. Again, a way cool cover. Let me get that glare out of there. Then, this hasn't hit the store yet, by the way, is my understanding. So, you probably haven't quite seen it just yet. Then, Jeffrey Shaw was there, and of course, he's the writer of Thanos. And so I had him sign a couple copies of #16. Jeff Shaw, I should say. One of the nicest guys that was there, and I got a really cool video of him. I'm going to probably tape it or put it on the end of this video, raw and uncensored, was Walt Simonson, an old-time creator. It goes way back, a lot of stuff that he's done, and basically he took this is his creation. You can see his signature right there. He was one of the, I think he was the cover artist of this book, and he was very nice. Again, couldn't be a nicer guy. Signed it huge across the title and explained this, and I'll let him talk about it. But basically, I don't know if anybody knew this, but his signature is a dinosaur, and he'll talk to you about it in the video. It'll either be attached to this or it'll be come after. And then he has a wife who also is a creator, and she signed it right there. And let's see, I forgot her first name. Louise, I'm sorry about that. I just brain farted. Louise Simonson. And she actually created Apocalypse. She was one of the co-creators of the characters, so I felt this was a good issue to have signed. And she did it right there. And once again, I have videotape of it or a picture of it. Then the headliner of the con, actually the creator that probably drew the most lines and had the most interest and stuff like that, was Kevin Eastman. And of course, he's the creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And again, couldn't be a nicer guy. But the lines were pretty insane for him. All the other ones are basically just walk up and ask nicely, and the people were very happy to sign. But anyway, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 78 with the sketch variant. He did, as you can see, did this little thing here, which is cool. And he also did my Batman Ninja Turtles number 3. Signed it right there. And also they were giving cards away. The creators were, so I had him do that as well. There was another one in the sketch variant, but you couldn't, it covered up some of the signatures, so I got rid of it and put it back in a minute. Again, very nice guy, very, very, very personable. Will talk to you, whatever you want to ask him, basically, he would be happy to answer it. And I also brought a Funko Pop Ninja Turtle number 65, and as you can see, he signed that one too. So he couldn't, again, very, very cool guy of Shredder. And that is it, guys. So probably what you're going to see at the end of this video is some raw videos of the signatures and the creators, sights and sounds of the con. Forgive the camera work and whatnot. It's not going to be very good. I'll just warn you in advance, but it's still very cool. Little bits and pieces of creators talking about their stuff and what they did and things like that. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. This is Gino Bonino, and I appreciate you being here, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. How you doing,
all right, I'm doing okay. I guess. Sorry, thank you for waiting.
No problem.
Sorry to hold everybody up there. Are you videotaping this? Is that what you're doing? Here's the comics, kids.
She's my videographer. She's putting her to work early.
All right, here's the trick. If you're still videoing, that's my signature. S-I-M-O-N-S-O-N. It's a dinosaur. This is the head and the eye. That's the neck. That's the hump over the back. And that's the tail. These are the two legs. So it's a brontosaurus, which only exists in my drawing anymore, maybe. Absolutely. Is one enough? I've got plenty.
Thank you. Beautiful cover.
Henchman will get you.
Okay.
The Phantom. I love this cover too. Dave Walker.
Dave Watcher, yeah.
You ever met him?
I've met him, yeah. He's a normal guy. He's not as charismatic as Ben.
He's a drinking one.
Yeah, true.
Give that an
Thanks a lot, appreciate it.
Thank you. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, doing, thanks for waiting.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, leaving you go.
All I can say is thank you for signing so much, man. Well,
Yes.
Bend down a little bit while he signs it.
Wait that long in line to see me? Are you crazy? You're so awesome. I really appreciate it.
What's that?
You had fun at the show otherwise?
I'm sorry?
Have you had fun at the show otherwise?
very much so.
Yes.
Besides
Everyone's
seeing-
very friendly, really nice.
Say besides seeing you.
Oh,
It's okay, it's worth it.
You're very kind. Thank you.
I don't know who Sharpie's there, so I'm just
Probably
adding it
is.
to your collection.
Absolutely.
What's up, dude?
We're
I
selling.
can say, I could probably see
Give that an extra second to dry. Okay,
I did that once.
Thank you guys.
Please use this to sign
Yeah.
all
I'm with
these
him.
This is
autographs.
you?
Yeah, because these are ours.
Oh, these are all yours.
thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Eastman. Appreciate it.
Because you're a fan club member, and, you know, you
I
buy
was able
stuff
to
from
put one of the
us a
real,
lot.
this is really from Stanley stickers in it too.
I have.
We just do a bigger remark on this one.
Yes.
Oh, I got something to show you. Anybody a Star Trek fan?
I love Star Trek.
All right, hang on. Jobs, I did theatrical dry cleaning. I did TV and movie and
God bless you.
theater clothes and stuff like that.
You'd have friends would like
They better.
pay you a small fortune for the fans, which
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You bet.
Okay.
On the convention floor. Check this out. And generally speaking, the way it's set up is you've got the people selling stuff right here in the middle of the room. And then the signers, artists, and VIP and all that are over there. Big line, it looks like, for the main attraction, which is the guy that does Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's it. So we've got some VIPs over here, and then they go all the way to the right. That's it. I'll show you some sights. Shredder! And Mike D'Angelo, how are you guys? Awesome costume, man. Wow. Very nice.
Just like in another cosplay just a second ago. No, you weren't? Oh, okay. Dude, you look awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, amazing. I've not even seen like the actual Ninja Turtles, like the ones that I like.